So I this is my first trade review, and I took two trades today, and they were both really good trades. So I'm gonna go over them. So first of all, I'll just show you here. These are the two trades I took today. One was on AMD and one was on SanDisk SNDK. Let's just go over the SNDK trade first. So this trade, let me just find the chart. Yeah, this trade, is pretty simple. The idea, all it really was a retest of the pre-market high. So you can, or pre-market low. So you can see here, this is a, it went up, and then first it was showing weakness, but then it started like showing strength. It went up and then retested. This candle was kind of weak, but then this candle it kind of closed a little bit strong. I got in like the middle of the candle. So if we go in a replay, so there's no more noise on the that side. I got in like around the middle of the candle right here. So I guess let me just put the position up like that, around there. And this was like a 1-to-1 here, around there. And I just took my one contract off at high of day. Now the reason I couldn't scale more, because obviously this did show some continuation, as you can see. It went up higher later on. I could have made a lot of money on that, but this would give me like what, 1-to-2, right? Yeah, see, it's 1-to-2 ratio. The only reason I couldn't do that is because these contracts are super expensive. So I'm at, how do I leave replay? So if you look at the contracts on SNDK on options, okay, um, how expensive? They're like 17 bucks, right? So $17, that's 1,700 position size. That's like way too much for my account. So right now I can't afford that many contracts, so I just had to take my one contract off at high of day, and that ended up being a winner of $85. Let's go into the second trade here. So hold up. Okay, second trade was on AMD, and this trade was managed a little bit better, but again, it's just the contracts, right? Like I only took two contracts. Um, the contract fill price was like $5.53. So I took two of them, so that's like almost like so that's like 1,100 position size, right? Um, I could only take like two contracts. So the unfortunate thing is I entered like, I think here around this 646 candle. I can check on TradeZilla when I entered. I think it was 646. Yeah, 646 candle, as you can see here. It says I bought here. And then I'll show you my skill points. So here I knew, because the risk to reward is pretty good. This was like a probably 1.75, right? I entered like a little bit like right here, like before the candle closed. So 1.55 to high of day. Uh, I swear I got a better risk reward. I think it was like something like that. So the risk to reward was like there. The only thing is I knew that, just based on like my trading experience and stuff, when there's upper wicks like this, sometimes it's better to just take profits at the candle closure, like not the, yeah, the closure, not the wick. So as you can see here, right? High of day is up here because the wick closed, the wick was up here, but the candle closure was here at this purple line. So I took some profits here, and then it did reverse a little bit, not too much, but then it ultimately went back to the upside, and then I took my second contract off here. So I took one contract off here, and then one contract off at high of day. Now the unfortunate part of this is that the fact that I only had two contracts, um, you can see how much continuation it showed, and I think these contracts went up to like $12, right? So that's like, I think, 120% increase in the contract price. So just to put that in perspective, if I bought one contract, I would have made like I think 750. Like if I capitalize, like just with one contract. If I like sold up here with one contract. With two contracts, it would have been like over 1,000, over like almost 15. I think 1,500 or something, maybe even more. So the thing that I need is more money so that I can have more contracts, so that I can capitalize on these moves. Even if, let's go and replay. Even if I just caught this move, this extra move, that's like, how much extra of a move that even is this? This is like, it has to be like $1 at least, right? $1.46 extra. This could have made me like double the money that I made, right? Even with one contract. Um, so the main thing is just need more contracts so I can scale. What I could have done is if I had three contracts, I could have sold one here, and then held and sold one like up here, right? And then still, even then, I would leave out so much profit because I still wouldn't be able to capitalize on the bigger move, right? But I would at least be able to like exit one more here, and I would get like a little bit of a better risk reward. It's like 4.1, right? Obviously, if you're taking partials, it's not a real 4.1, but you know, if you have a lot of contracts, you might be able to capitalize on the whole thing. But right now, my limitation is really just the amount of contracts I can take. So yeah, and anyways, to end off the day, that is like 188 bucks, or yeah, 188 right here. Um, and yeah, that's gonna conclude the trade review for today. I'll see you guys the next day when I take a trade. All right, see you guys.